नमस्कार मित्रों। आज कंप्यूटर जनरेशन के कुछ ऐसे कंप्यूटर जनरेशन का टॉपिक लेके आ रहा हूँ जो आपके RSCIT 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, BCA, MCA, MSc, BSc, BTech सब जगह ये टॉपिक कहीं ना कहीं आता है। इन डेप्थ आपको आज मैं बताने जा रहा हूँ कि हाउ मेनी जनरेशन ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स and how can we describe of computers, different type of task is available in computer category. So we just go through the things. Computer generation are based on when major technological changes in computer occurred, like the use of vacuum tubes, transistor and the microprocessor. As of 2020 there are 5 generation of the computers: first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation and fifth generation. Every generation having taking a time 10 to 15 years, and every generation we are trying to use new technology. First generation we are using vacuum tubes, second transistor, third one VLSI, fourth one ULSI and fifth one very large scale. So we are having a different type of technology and increase the computer capacity, reliability and that things of the things. So now let's discuss the first generations. First generation is the 9040 to 9056. Okay guys, so just this is the vacuum tubes. You can see that this is the vacuum tubes. One first generation computer, these vacuum tubes are made of glass. जैसे ही कंप्यूटर में हीट जनरेट होती थी वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स में, तो ये ब्लास्ट हो जाती थी। तो इनका जो कॉस्ट था काफ़ी बहुत ज़्यादा महंगा, एक्सपेंसिव होता जाता था, क्योंकि जैसे ही ये गर्म होगी हीट जनरेट होगी और कांच की बॉटल टूट जाएगी। तो द फर्स्ट जनरेशन ऑफ कंप्यूटर यूज्ड वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स as a major piece of technology. Vacuum tubes were widely used in computers from 1940 through the 1956. Vacuum tubes were larger component and result in the first generation computer being quite large in size, taking up a lot of space in a room. Some of the first generation computers took up an entire room. So the ENIAC is a great example of first generation computer. It consisted of nearly 20,000 vacuum tubes. ENIAC एक फर्स्ट जनरेशन का सबसे बढ़िया एग्जाम्पल है, ग्रेट एग्जाम्पल है, जो कंसिस्टेड करता था 20,000 वैक्यूम्स ट्यूब्स को, एज वेल एज 10,000 कैपेसिटर्स एंड 70,000 रजिस्टर्स यूज करता था. And it weighed around 30 tons, यानी 30 टन, and took up a lot of space, requiring a large room to house it. Other example of first generation computer include the EDSEC, IBM 701 and Manchester Mark 1. This is the first generation only, just for the experimental generation. Now we'll move to second generation. Second generation 1956 to 1963, till 8 years it will work, and you see that a transistor will be there, a different type of transistor, capacitor, transistor, like that. The second generation computer saw the use of transistor instead of vacuum tubes, यानी कि ट्रांजिस्टर वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स की जगह किसने ले ली थी सेकेंड जनरेशन में? ट्रांजिस्टर ने. ट्रांजिस्टर वर वाइडली यूज इन अ कंप्यूटर फ्रॉम 1956 to 1963. ट्रांजिस्टर वर स्मॉलर देन वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स एंड अलाउ कंप्यूटर्स टू बी स्मॉलर इन साइज, फास्टर इन स्पीड एंड चीपर टू बिल्ड. तो जब ट्रांजिस्टर ने जगह ले ली तो हुआ क्या, इसको बनाना इजी हो गया, स्पेस जो है वैक्यूम ट्यूब्स की वजह से कम लेने लग गया, कॉस्ट वैक्यूम ट्यूब फर्स्ट जनरेशन के कंप्यूटर से कम हो गई, और रिलायबिलिटी ज़्यादा हो गई, और इसको बनाना आसान हो गया, सस्ता हो गया. Then vacuum tubes and allowed computers to be smaller in size, faster in speed and cheaper to build. The first computer to use transistor was the TX0 and was introduced in 1956. Other computers that use transistor include the IBM 7070, Philco, Transac S1000 and RCA 501. Now we'll talk third generation. Third generation is a 1964 to 1971. वी आर यूजिंग आईसी, इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट्स, यानी कि ट्रांजिस्टर का भी रिप्लेसमेंट क्या आ गया था, अब आईसी आ गया था, यानी कि करोड़ों मिलियन कंपोनेंट्स उसके अंदर आ गए थे. So the third generation of computer introduced the use of IC, integrated circuits, in computers. Using IC in a computer helped reduce the size of computers as well as make them faster. Nearly all computers since the mid to late 1960s have utilized ICs, while the third generation is considered by many people to have spanned from 1964 to 1971. ICs are still used in computers today. Our 45 years later, today's computer have a deep root going back to the third generation. Fourth generation 1972 to 2010 we are using processor. This type of processor we are using. The fourth generation of computers took advantage of the invention of the microprocessor. Which one? Microprocessor, more commonly known as a CPU. Microprocessor along with ICs help make it possible for computers to fit easily on a desk and for the introduction of the laptop. So some of the earliest computer to use a microprocessor include Altair 800, IBM 5100 and Microl. Okay, today's computers still use a microprocessor despite the fourth generation being considered to the have ended in 2010. Now fifth generation 2010 to 8%, just like robotics, AI, artificial intelligence. The fifth generation of computers is beginning to use AI, an exciting technology that has many potential applications around the world. Leap have been made in AI technology and computers, but there is still room for much improvement. One of more well-known example of AI in computers is IBM Watson, which has been featured on a TV show Jeopardy as a contestant. Other better known example include Apple Siri on the iPhone and Microsoft Cortana on Windows 8 and Windows 10 computers, and the Google search engine also utilize AI to process user searches. When was the first computer invented? These are the generation has been over now. Some few facts regarding the generations and computer technology we'll discuss today. So our first question is, when was the first computer invented? I think the first mechanical computer created by Charles Babbage in 1822 doesn't really resemble what most would consider a computer today. Therefore, this page provides a listing of each of the computers, first starting with the difference engine and leading up the computers we use. So, Charles Babbage have invented by two types of engine: difference engine and analytic engine. So when was the word computer was first used? The first mechanical computer or automatic computing engine concept, first programmable computers. These are the some different queries. If you know when was the first computer was used, when first mechanical computer, automatic computer engine concept, first programmable computer, first concept of what we consider a modern computer, the first electric programmable computer, first digital computer, first stored program computer, first computer company, first computer with programs stored in memory, etc., etc. These are the basic questions we'll have to work out. So the first computer with programs stored in memory, IBM is the first computer. So both the first mini computer, micro computer, workstations, supercomputer, laptop, Apples. These are the query we'll discuss today. So when was the word computer was first used? The word computer was first used in 1613 in the book The Young Man Glings by Richard Braithwaite, and originally described a human who perform calculation or computation. The definition of a computer remains the same until the end of the 19th century, when the Industrial Revolution gave rise to machine whose primary purpose was calculating. first mechanical computer or automatic computing engine concept in 1822. Charles Babbage conceptualized and began developing the difference engine, considered to be the first automatic computing machine. The difference engine was capable of computing several set of numbers and making hard copies of the result. Babbage received some help with the development of the difference engine from Ada Lovelace, considered by many to be the first computer programmer, for her work and notes on the difference engine. Unfortunately, because of the funding, Babbage was never able to complete a full-scale functional version of this machine in June 1991. The London Science Museum completed the difference engine number 2 for the bicentennial years of Babbage's birth, and later completed the printing mechanism in 2000. So this is the difference engine. We can see that an image of difference engine. It performed some actions. Now in 1837, Charles Babbage proposed the first general mechanical computer, the analytical engine. The analytical engine contained ALU, arithmetic logic unit, and a basic flow of control punch card inspired by the Jacquard loom and integrated memory. It is the first general purpose computer concept, unfortunately because of funding issue. This computer was also never built while Charles Babbage was alive in 1910. Henry Babbage, Charles Babbage's youngest son, was able to complete a portion of this machine and was able to perform basic calculations. So, and next topic is first programmable computer. The G1 was created by German Konrad Zuse in his parents' living room between 1936 and 1938. It is considered to be the first electromechanical binary programmable computer and the first really functional modern computer. You can see that that type of machine. The first concept of what we consider a modern computer, the Turing machine, was first proposed by Alan Turing in 1936 and became the foundation for theories about computing and computers. The machine was a device that printed symbols on a paper tape in a manner that emulated a person following a series of logical instructions. Without these fundamental, we couldn't have the computer we use today. The first electric programmable computer. You can see that first electric programmable computer. The Colossus was the first electric programmable computer developed by Tommy Flowers and was first demonstrated in the December 1943. The Colossus was created to help the British code breakers and encrypted German message. Now first digital computer, short for Atanasoff-Berry computer. The ABC began development by Professor John Vincent Atanasoff and graduate student Cliff Berry in 1937. Its development continued until 1942 at the Iowa State College, now Iowa State University. The ABC was an electrical computer that used more than 300 vacuum tubes for digital computations, including binary math and Boolean logic, and had no CPU, was not programmable. On October 1973, U.S. federal judge Earl R. Larson signed his decision that the ENIAC patent by J. Presper Escott and John Mitchell was invalid. In the decision, Larson named Atanasoff as the sole inventor. Now, the ENIAC was invented by the J. Presper Escott and John Mitchell at the University of Pennsylvania. It began construction in 1943 and was not completed until 1946. It occupied about 1800 square feet and used about 18,000 vacuum tubes. Weighed almost 550 tons. Also, the judge ruled that the ABC computer was the first digital computer. Many still consider the ENIAC to be the first digital computer because it was fully functional. This is the ENIAC computer. You can see that, and this is the first program we can show the right to the computer. The first computer electronically store and execute a program was the SSEM, Small Scale Experimental Machine, also known as the Baby of Manchester Baby, in 1948. It was designed by Frederick Williams and built by the Proteus and Tom Kilburn with the assistant of Geoff Totley to tell at the University of Manchester, England. Kilburn wrote the first electromechanically stored program which finds the highest proper factor of an integer using repeated subtraction rather than division. Kilburn's program was executed on June 21, 1948. The second stored program computer was also British, the ADSEC, built and designed by the Murray's Works at the University of Cambridge Mathematical Laboratory in England. The ADSEC performed its first calculation on May 6, 1949. It was also the first computer to run a graphical computer game, OXO, an implementation of tic-tac-toe display on a 6-inch cathode ray tube. Now friends, you can see that Manchester Mark 1. Mark 1 is the computer. We can start tomorrow and maybe in next. So please like, share and subscribe my channel. Have a nice day. We'll talk tomorrow, and I'll assure you everything should be covered regarding the history of computers. Okay, now bye. Thank you. Bye bye.